So, I was planning to make this video, I don't know, in June, end of May, something like that when I finish my classes. But because I saw this video from some other person, I really don't feel like looking it up, that criticized the AP tests because I had just taken it and I looked up what other people thought of it and I found this video about some guy that took it, some kid that took it. And the AP CSP, the computer. I don't know. My God, don't call me stupid in the comments. What the fuck is computer science principles? And I had taken a whole year of APCSP. Here, I'm just gonna call it computer science. I had taken an entire year of computer science for my freshman year, and oh my God, it's if you want to learn about coding, don't take this class. People, you learn from the internet that schools are very, what's the word I'm looking for? Don't teach real world skills a lot of the times, or certain schools do, but a lot don't. And this is another example of a school trying to fit in and trying to teach you something that fails miserably. It fails fucking miserably on teaching you how codes and coding and stuff like that. It fails miserably. In seventh grade, I made a fucking game, some really bad game in Scratch as our like science. I think it was a science project or something. Anyway, it was like a STEM project. That's what it was. It was a STEM project. And we made a little game on Scratch, and of course, and it took hours and hours and hours of hard work just to make. It was a really simple game. It was like I don't know how to describe it. It was like a bunch of dogs coming in from the sky and the cat, and you had to dodge him with the cat. And it took a long time because we had to like prep it and do we had to like I had to make all the code and everything. It was kind of hard because there was tons of bugs to figure out. It took me like a month to do, and for somebody, if probably now it would probably take me like I don't know 2 days, but for somebody that just like started using Scratch, just I never had a computer before, and I just started using code on my fucking school Chromebook, and I just learned to do stuff. And the reason I'm telling you all this, I learned more on Scratch than I did an entire year doing this stupid AP, stupid computer science class. If you want to learn how to code, I've wanted to learn how to code for a while, but I haven't had the dedication to like learn dedication to like look up and find people and to help and look up YouTube videos. I haven't had the dedication. I'm probably gonna get into that during school during like I've used my summer to really relax. I don't know. I've been really lazy this entire summer. I really wanted to like learn how to code, but I anyways, if you want to learn how to code, don't take this class. Do look up on you. There's probably YouTube videos on coding, or there's other websites. But let me tell you this: an entire year of my life has been wasted on this stupid class. There's a lot of classes that I in school that I consider stupid, but this class specifically wasted my time because I thought it wouldn't waste my time. For a bunch of and I chose, and the reason it wasted my time is because I chose this class. It was an elective. I could have done any other, I could have had different classes. A lot of classes that I don't want to take, I usually have to because they're mandatory. Or I don't, or they don't, or some classes that don't teach you anything, you still have to take them, which are mandatory. The reason I hate this class is because I took it as an elective, and I actually it was out of my own free will that I wanted to take it, and I wasted my time, and I hate it. And I know this is a little late because school, so anybody in like people already choosing their classes by now. I don't know. I already chose my classes like a month ago or so. Oh, during last year. I don't know how other schools do it, but I already have my chosen class. But if you haven't chosen your classes yet, don't don't take this class. You want to learn how to code? I'm sorry, you're gonna have to do it on your own or get people or go and join a Discord server. There's probably a bunch of Discord servers that you can learn from. Or some guy on Discord told me about Stack Overflow where you can learn how to do coding and stuff. So I I thought about doing that, but I got really lazy. Anyways, don't take this class, and let me give you a few examples. You know what I learned in this class? Block code that was worse than Scratch, which I already learned from Scratch. Scratch is amazing if you're like, I don't know, if you've never coded or done anything with the computer and wanted to start like making a game. Scratch is like you spend a few hours on Scratch, you learn how to do stuff, you learn how coding works. Or it's basic. It doesn't have any no, what's the word? Like type code. It's like block code. If you're like really, yeah. In seventh grade, I should have like I never used like any coding, so Scratch was really useful. So if you never like coded before, I recommend Scratch, and then don't stop at Scratch. Like learn Java and everything. But if you want to learn, if you're like in fourth, if you want to learn like really basic stuff, go to Scratch for a few days just to learn how it works, make a few games. There's a lot of good. When I was in seventh grade and I played and I made my game, I like played a bunch of community games. They were fun, pretty good. I like the community. It's good. For a person who had never knew how to code, it was good. I'm getting off topic. Do not take this stupid class. Let me give you. I have a really big problem with the. I'm gonna tell you at the end of the video, because I have to go through the whole story. So, you know what we learned? You want to know the three things we learned, or like I don't know, four things? We learned a tiny of Java because there was a lot of typing with the code, but the thing is there was no point in the type because we use something called code.org, or because for some reason College Board doesn't want to make their own coding thing. No, they literally just gave all the work to coding.org to do, or maybe coding.org, or maybe it's a part of College Board's coding.org is a part of College Board. Anyways, literally the coding part and coding in code.org is so basic and it's worse than Scratch, and I hate it because the problem is you have block code like Scratch, but then you can turn the block code into Java. So like you can type the stuff in. The thing is, what's the point in typing in it was easier to do all the code in in block code because it was really the Java version was just there was no point in doing it. So they should have like given you challenges where start going from block code to Java because it's the real version. It's real way of real people code with Java typing it out. But they never told you this. They just showed you, use you can use both. We're not gonna give a shit. Uh, oh, that's another thing. My teacher, I'm not gonna get my teacher. Never mind. I'm not. I'm gonna start ranting. Anyways, what else did I learn? I have to really think hard because I learned nothing. For my final project, what did I make for my final project? I cannot think. I literally cannot think of it. Start this video. It was so easy to do. I cannot. I put more work into my seventh grade Scratch game than I did into my final. I can't remember, but the final project. Oh wait, no, I do remember. It was literally all I did was write like I don't know, half a page of like I don't know like this many lines of code and it was basically all you had. Or actually, it was like half that. It was barely any work. All I did for my final project, you just have to make like a game or something just to show that you've learned the skills. They didn't teach you any skills, barely. And basically, all you did was I made a game where all you did was you had. Let me go on to Pencil. I show my entire screen. Yeah, let me open up Pencil 2D and let me give you an example. This was my game. I had two. Oh yeah, I had one block here, and then right here I had what's the word? A drop down, where you would drop down. You would have like a big giant 8 here, and then you would have a drop down and choose A through Z, And then on the other side of the page, you would have whatever sign language equaled that letter. So whatever the sign language, I don't know sign language, but whatever the hand version for sign language was A. Let me look that up. Sign language A. See, it would show that picture. So, and then you could switch. This is literally all I did. It was barely any line. It was, no, it was probably this many lines of code. It's literally, I had no incentive to do actual fucking work. Because A, my teacher literally did not give a there's probably other teachers that actually tried. My teacher, the school didn't care about this class. They didn't want it. They like didn't put any effort in making the class. They offered it just because. The teacher was a substitute teacher, and all she did was grade the paper, grade the papers. Which, oh, that's another thing. This class wasn't only about learning to code. No, no, that would be way that would be way too easy. No, no. This class, half of it was no, I would say 30% was learning how to code. And the other half was researching, not coding. No, no, researching coding would actually make sense. No, you would research things about the internet. The class is about AP computer science principles. It's AP computer. It's about computers and coding and stuff like that. That's what I get from it, right? When you think of AP CSP, you think of coding and stuff like that. You may think a little work on the side about learning code and stuff like that. No. College Board literally gives you this, or no, it's code.org. Code.org gives you these papers that you had to do. They were docs papers that you had to like documents. You had to write stuff down about how what I can't remember. It was let me give you an example. It had nothing to do with coding really. It was all other stuff. There were some projects to do with coding, and but the mainly the other document what you would have to do on the documents. Let me give you an example. We had to learn why copyright in on the internet. We had to learn about copyright on the internet, but we didn't learn about it. I would understand if we learned about it, but all we had to do was they give us an example of something about copyright, how people stealing dance moves for video games. I don't know what it was, and then we just had to write what we thought of it. That was it. It was stuff like that. And let me think of another example. It was. I literally cannot remember because this thing was so. It was such an unmemorable class. I remember more about my English class. I took my entire thing virtual, by the way, and it was only three of us in the class. I was virtual with my other two friends. And if you tell me that the virtual experience is different, no, it was not. Because my friend was in the class and we talked about it, and we basically had the same class because the teacher did not do anything. She literally just gave you the code.org. Code.org would give you the lessons. The teacher did not do a fucking shit. All she did was grade those document things that I'm talking about now, and she didn't review the code. I think she reviewed our project, but I don't think she even went over codes because I don't think she knew what it was. It was really stupid. Oh no, side tangent. I hated my main reason I hated my teacher is because she gave me like a C, which isn't bad, but the only reason I got the C was not because of it was on one of those document things where I had to like I had to talk about internet privacy. That's another example of what we had to talk about. We had to talk about why we had to read the user agreement of some big service like Google or Facebook or something like that, and we had to read the terms of service and like just type out what it meant. Okay, that's I don't know I don't know because literally the terms of service is not the terms of service. No, no, not the terms of service. It was that thing that Google has. I cannot think. Let me face. It wasn't the terms of service. It was something else that the privacy. That's what it was. The privacy settings, right? No, the privacy. It was a God, I can't think of the word. It was the privacy like term. No. let's see. Mm, let's see. Privacy. It was this privacy part where you would have to read the privacy data data policy. That's what like the data policies and the privacy policies. That's what it was. It was term service. We had to read the policies and we had to like write what it meant. And unlike the terms of service, the the data policies are actually pretty straightforward. It like has everything here. Like we collect information. Not it's not simple because they definitely like they definitely reword so you don't understand it, but it's pretty straightforward because it like has outlines and everything, and we had like talk about what it meant and like it literally says what it means. We collect information. Like what am I supposed to say? It says what it would basically ask what does this part mean, and I'm like you want me to simplify it? So it basically means they collect literally everything. There's no way to simplify. There's no way to really simplify this. Like, let me example this. We collect information about the people, pages, blah, blah, blah. The only way to simplify is that they collect everything. And you can't, and of course, the school won't let you put that. You have to, like, type it out. So there's no way to, do you see what I'm kind of getting at? That the 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 documents they're unspecific. They were really stupid, and they were made by somebody who doesn't understand what the class is supposed to be about. Anyways, the main reason I hated teachers because I got a C. It wasn't on that project. It was on that project, but it was because not because of the I did it wrong. Like I typed it out because I actually tried. I wanted to get a good grade in this class. Anyways, I don't know why. I do know why I want to go to a coding. I want to like do coding and stuff, but I don't know if the school's never going to teach me that. Anyways, what am I going to do again? What was I just talking about? Ignore my stupid. This is a really bad rant. I'm really sorry. How long is it? I don't know. What was I just? Oh yeah. The teacher didn't get mad at me because I wrote it wrong. No. She got it. She gave me a C instead of an A because I got a grammar wrong. You want to know the stupid thing? I had fucking Grammarly check it. So apparently, I don't have the document on me because it's on my Chromebook. I'm not gonna get. I really want to get into the topic of Chromebooks, but I'm not going to. That's a topic for another video. Uh, yeah, she got mad at me for my Grammarly, the grammar, and I'm mad. I'm really mad. I know this is a very bad side tangent, but fuck teachers who think that an AP computer science class they can check that they don't do any work, they don't help you, they don't know anything about the code, and think they have the fucking right to give you a C because apparently your grammar is wrong, even though you had those AI things, Grammarly or whatever, or document to scan it. Fuck them. Now, let's get back to the issue. Yeah, don't take this class, and even if you have a good teacher, you, I, actually, let me take that back. If you think you'll have a good teacher and that will actually teach you, that's another thing. Let me before I start that. Code.org. There's a bunch of stuff in Code.org that actually looks cool, but the material of AP Computer Science only gives you the basic stuff. There's a lot of parts that I saw on the website that I thought at the first day that I thought we'd be doing like making games or whatever and learning how to code. There's a bunch of like stuff on here projects and stuff like that. There was like make your own like sprite labs and stuff like that. No, you don't even touch on that in the class. All you touch on is this app lab, and you basically make apps the entire thing. And there's no like making games or anything. There's no aside from, you can make a game, but they don't teach you how to. Literally the hard they didn't even teach us how to like it was very the scratch was easier. I keep telling you I can't explain it really because it's hard to explain without an account. I'm not making a fucking code account. It's the block on the scratch. Let me just trust me on this. The scratch is better than this than what the curriculum was. There was some cool stuff that you could do on Code.org, but the thing is the curriculum where what you would learn doesn't go on the cool stuff. It's on the boring and bad parts, and you would learn more on Scratch. I keep going over stuff, but I don't know how to say this. I'm sorry. This video is so long. There's probably nobody watching this, but don't take this class if you want to learn how to. If you don't know anything about basic stuff, if you really want to learn and you don't know anything about basic computation, I highlighted basic computation. Let's say it. Basic computation. You want to learn basic computer stuff, use Scratch or just take this class, but after you reach a certain point where you learn something, you're not going to learn anything else. And if you and let me say this. If your teacher goes, the only way you're going to get something out of this class is if your teacher helps you out and doesn't follow the exact curriculum and helps and goes and does stuff and helps you. Because if they don't, I'm annoyed. This I don't know. I hate this class. It was annoying. It was a waste of an entire year of my life or entire year of my high school. So I'm sorry. Yeah, don't take this class. Oh, and let me give it. There's another reason was it's bad. Even if you did if I didn't take this class, I should have known it was bad because it's made by College Board, the shittiest company ever. And if you don't know why College Board is bad, I want you to head over to YouTube, and if it wants to load, I'm going to go College Board. You know what the first thing that comes up with if you look up College Board? Watch this. Fuck. There. One, two, three, four. One, two, three. Fifth thing. Right after it. Why College Board is a monopoly. No, don't play. The problem with the College Board. College Board sucks. Oh, I like Illuminati. She has a really good why College Board is a very bad corporate casket. Yeah, that's a good video. I watched it a while back. I failed my AP exams. Oh, I haven't watched this, but see, after you get past like their channel, all you get of College Board is shit. So, if you want to learn something in AP, don't 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 take if you want to learn computer science, I suggest YouTube, Discord people. There's some shit people on Discord, but if you can find a group of people that want to learn code, just do that. Don't Me and my friend, we we uh we hated this class because we really want to learn code, but it was a bad class. It was annoying. I'm guessing I've been talking about this for like I don't know half an hour, but I don't know what else to talk about really. And if you want me to do I really want to do a rant on Chromebooks, and I might actually like write a script and everything. So if this video gets like 30 views, I'll make a script and everything for a why Chromebooks are shitty and I hate them. And I want to bang my desk, but I don't because it's 3 a.m. and I don't want to wake up my dad. So yeah, that's I hate Chromebooks. Side tangent over. Yeah, don't take this class. I'm sorry. Just don't. Oh, the end part. I was gonna say the fucking mm, College Board. As you know, all AP has quit final finals, right? You have. Let me look at finals. Is it called finals? I forget if it's called finals or not. What was it? What was we just on? No. Mm. YouTube. Here we go. The person that said AP exams. You have AP exams. The AP fucking exam for this is the stupidest shit ever. I really want to stay calm, because if I swear too much, it'll probably get striked. I don't know. Anyways, don't if you want they're probably not gonna offer like online exam, but don't take online exams for AP. That's another thing. Do not take online exams for AP. AP don't take online AP exams. They're bad. This one was bad. You know why? You know how in a regular test, which are stupid to begin with, I'm not gonna get into IQ tests or just regular tests to begin with. Why? Now, you want to know why? You know how regular tests you have like a piece. You have let's go back to pencil to explain this. Pencil. You see how you have a page, right? You just did your test, right? And that. Uh, no. Let's do this again. Let's make a bunch. You see how you have a bunch of bubbly letters, and you can choose each one. But am I the only person? Before I finish this, before I say why I hated it, am I is it normal for a person to like fill in an answer you think is right, but then after like one or two you go back? Is that normal? Just put it in the comments if it is, because you can't do that in the online version of the exam. No, no, to prevent cheating, quotation mark. Let me so everybody understands this. Quotation marks. Cheating. If somebody says in the comments I'm horrible, I will delete that. Nobody's saying in the comments I suck at this. Anyways, if they prevent cheating. They made it so that you can't go on back to answers that you answered to, and I'm like, fuck you, fuck you, and fuck you. Is it normal for a person to, isn't life about making mistakes? But isn't a test basically half of it is doing the answers and half of it's going over it, or at least like you go back on the answer right after you do it, just, oh wait, that's wrong. Oh wait, that's not right. No, that's normal, right? They wouldn't let you do that on the virtual. For the virtual fit. What the fuck? What the fuck is it? No. What is this? No. For the virtual, no. I'm too lazy. No. For the virtual, it would give you this screen, right? Nobody say I'm bad at drawing. It gives you a screen, right? Imagine this is your tablet or Chromebook screen. Imagine if this is your screen, okay? Just imagine. Imagine if this is your screen, and these are the f this is the question, and these are the four choices. Say one thing about my drawing in the comments, I will murder you. Uh, you know what? This video won't get any views, so I'm not gonna get fucking reported. Um, yeah. You see, then it said you choose your answer, right? Let's go with orange. Oh, I thought it was A. Yes. Yes, okay. And then you see right here, next question. They explained this at the beginning, but of the test, so it doesn't confuse you. Once you press the next button, once you just press that little dot right here, you can't go back. If you remember slightly, oh wait, that's wrong. No, you got it wrong. You got it wrong. There's no way to go back on this test to prevent cheating. Cheating. Fuck you, College Board. I'm giving you the middle finger. I don't have a face cam, but if I did, I would give you the middle finger. Two of them, to be exact. Fuck you, College Board, for making it this way. You want to prevent cheating? How about stop making us pay $60 to give out our grades to colleges? Or I don't know how much it is, but it's something around that. You have to pay them to give your own grades to colleges. How about you stop making it? How about you stop making your company a for-profit? How about you stop giving your College Board CEO what salary? Guess how much this guy makes. I'm guessing if you guess like a College Board salaries, yes. You know how much College Board makes a year? Sorry, I meant to. I thought it was something with a CEO, but it's not. College Board is apparently a non-profit school. How much does it make a year? Let's see. How much does College Board make? If you guess a measly. Oh, here. Oh, watch this. $1 billion it has. And it doesn't make that a year. It makes, but it has it. What the fuck is this? No. It has in total investments and in cash $1.1 billion a year. Why the fuck? Why the fuck? Why the fuck are you saying you're a nonprofit and cheating? I'm gonna use the word cheating the tax system and keeping $1 billion to yourself without paying taxes off a student's money. You make them pay for so much, and apparently you're a nonprofit school, but you have $1 billion in investments, and you're a nonprofit, and you're cheating the tax system. And if this were a real nonprofit, and you would use that $1 billion to help the students. You know what was so annoying? So annoying about the College Board. On the online version of the exam, you could only take it at a certain. You can only take it. You had to choose between 2 days, and those days had certain times of the day that you had to do it. And for some reason, it was at a certain point in the day. Now, you could say, "Oh, it's for people. If it's you're in a different time zone, so that the people in Europe don't tell once they do the test before the United States, they don't tell people in the U.S. what the answers are." Okay, fine. You want to make that argument? You can make that argument if you want. Sure. College Board. You want to make that argument? Fine. You know what the fucking the hole in that argument? That you have 2 days that you can do it. So the people that have done it on the first day can easily tell, oh, the people on the second day. You know what's worse than that? The specific times of days that you could do the exams, not only the college computer science, but every single AP test. You know who got screwed over? People, I don't know there were certain time zones you had to take the test on either day at like 1 a.m., 4 a.m., really late, or really early in the morning, and you couldn't change it. That's shitty of you, College Board, to first of all do. I know this was about why you shouldn't take the AP. This is really why you shouldn't trust College Board. And the shitty thing about it is, I'm probably gonna have to use College Board again for other AP classes because it's the only way. Even though they have $1 billion in the bank, and don't use it to help and they take the money, and they make students pay outrageous amounts of money for their test, as that are shitty and bad. I don't know. I have like I have so many changes that it doesn't even make sense. So I'm sorry. I'm just annoyed. A College Board at this. Don't don't take AP Computer Science. Just gonna refresh that. What did I say? Yeah, I went over why College Board sucks. I went over the day of testing that I couldn't go back on my answers. I had a 2 hour. For computer science, you had 2 hours to do the test. I finished it in an hour, actually 40 minutes, because I my people are different. Multiple people may go slow, but my taste it depends. Actually, I switch around. Depends on the test. But sometimes on tests, I do one question at a time, slowly, surely. But I don't like that. I like going through the questions not fast, like a medium pace, or a little faster than medium, so that I can go back on the question and redo it. So because that way, I'm a real. I don't like when time gets crunched. Maybe it's because of all those times I played Sonic as a kid. Not Sonic, whatever game it had where if you ran out of time you would die. I don't know which one it was that. I don't know. I think it was Sonic where you would drown if you were too much deep. I don't like how the crunch time is when you're even if you're doing at a good pace and it looks like you'll finish, but in the head it feels like you're not gonna finish. I don't like that. So I finish all my stuff fast or medium pace and I go over it that way. And even if I don't have enough time to go over it, I still know that I finished all of it. I like doing that. I couldn't do that on test. So I finished in 40 minutes. And want to know something cool? I somehow got I actually no, I don't know how I did on the exam, but I know on I don't know if the class gets the exam back. Like I don't know if the class gets the exam scores because I got on the my class, I got like a 93. I don't know. It was a high. And I swear to God, if they I don't think they put in the exam grade because I definitely did not do well on the exam. I can fucking tell. Okay, not definitely. I have like a 70% I'm 70% sure I got at least 20% of the questions wrong. Okay? Because they were hard, they were annoying, they were stupid, they were bad. And yeah, I don't like this. I don't like College Board. I just don't like I just really just don't like computer science. So don't take computer science, do other stuff. Focus on game. No, no, don't. I'm not gonna. No, I'm not gonna do cringe. This is if I do something cringy, it's ironic or it's because I'm stupid. Yeah, thank you for watching. Uh this video gets more than 30 views, I'll make an actual script for a Chromebook video. If not, I'll make just a Chromebook video about me doing a rant like this again. I don't know. The reason I don't put a lot of effort into this is because I don't have Adobe or any good editing software because I'm on Linux. And in the future, in like 2 or 3 years, if nothing good happens, if this channel doesn't get good, I won't. I'll probably put effort in a few years when I have like more experience with videos and when I have like a laptop to do editing with. So that's what I want to do. I don't know. I'm thinking about getting a laptop soon to do editing stuff. I don't know. But thanks for watching, I guess. If you made it through this video, that's Poggers. Is Poggers cringy yet? Saying Poggers is cringy. Pog. I don't like saying Pog. Say Poggers. No, that was cringy. Definitely cringy. Okay, thanks for watching. Um, I will probably make a part two out of this, but for if I remember anything else, or if I take another AP class, just just please don't take computer science. Just the exam alone just was so bad. My friend took the in-person exam, and he told me that they got to go back on their questions and everything, so he took time on his test. So the exam in person was good, apparently, but not a lot of people this year were taking the in-person exam. I don't think so anyway. So yeah, the online exam was shitty, bad. Don't recommend it. And yeah, sorry for taking so long. This is gonna take a long time to upload, but uh, good night. See ya.